I need you guys to listen to me from start to finish, follow every concept in this video, because whatever I'm about to teach you here today is going to change how you view the market. If you really want to grow as a day trader and have solid confluences you can use to take your trades, make sure you do not skip this video. Also make sure you like this video, leave a comment, follow from start to finish, because whatever I'm about to teach you will change the lens with which you watch the market. If you've been following me on this channel for a while, I'm sure you've realized that I have 3 basic time frames I consider to be my favorite. The 4-hour time frame, the 15 minutes time frame, as well as the 1-hour time frame. Last week and beginning of this week, I've now decided to also look at the 1-hour time frame, find entries on them, and then try to apply my trading strategy, all my tools, all my techniques, all my confluences on a 1-hour time frame. So yesterday I took a trade with my community. I literally also shared this trade for free on my Instagram stories. So you want to also make sure you follow me on all my socials. You need to make sure you keep up with me on all my platforms. And I also shared this trade for free in my Telegram community. Like, we are less than 50 subscribers away from hitting 15,000 active subscribers on Telegram. So you also want to be a part of this Telegram community. Yesterday we made 140 pips, taking just a single day trade on gold. Everybody made money out, so you don't want to miss out on my trade calls. Hit the link in the description and join my trading community on Telegram. So like I always say, when I wake up in the morning, normally I like to do my normal morning routine before I go on the market. And then because normally my markups, I do them for the week, I don't have to do fresh analysis on the market every single day. Whatever markups I have on Monday, on Tuesday, I simply just adjust them to whatever development the market created for me. On Wednesday, I also just want to build on that. So that's how I trade. So it's very easy for me. And then when I wake up, like I always say, I don't rush to jump onto the market and find trades the moment I wake up. Like I said, I go through my normal morning routine, brush my teeth, take a shower, say a prayer before I even enter my office and then start analyzing the market. This trade was shared in the morning with my community. You want to be a part of this Telegram community. It was a simple strategy. If I show you this on the chat, you will even be amazed on how accurate this particular strategy is. If you've been trading with me for a while, you know this is almost my favorite strategy out there. I've been using it on every single instrument I trade, and I decided to go back on it yesterday on gold, and it worked amazingly well. So all I did was I simply went on the charts. As you can clearly see, gold on the 1-hour time frame. So all I did was basically on a 1-hour time frame. So now, like I always say, when I open the market, the first thing I want to do is to simply mark out my resistance and then my support. So I always make sure I have my most recent high, and then I have my most recent low as well. Market moved away from here, so I ended up adjusting the low to this point, but I'll show you how I did that. Then what I also do next is I simply zoom out. You can see I have my support trend line at the bottom, trying to see if there will be a third touch on here. And then I also make sure the resistance trend line is also all the way up here. So now this was the beginning or the inception of this downtrend. So now basically I have my first touch, which is the initial point where the trend started from. Then I simply place it on my second touch, find it, then I just extend it to the future. Basically, we are waiting for a third touch. At the same time, we can also have the inner trend line here, because we can see we clearly have another second touch. So if the market will do anything, it will most likely obey this particular touch before it does anything on the market. So now basically we are waiting for a third touch on this particular level that we have. So we have our trend line here, we have our first and our second touch. This is now an inner trend line because it is also underneath this major trend line we have here. So now we are basically waiting for the market to just hit the trend line for the third touch. So now what do? First candle comes in, then the next candle after that, we want it to hit it exactly. So now we simply now have our third touch. Now we don't simply jump in on the trade because we are at third touch. There's this phrase I like to tell my mentees: I will never jump in front of a moving trade. So you don't just come and sell because the market is at the third touch. You need price action, you need confirmations to actually confirm to you that the market is about to sell from it. So this was actually a dawn. Then we ended up getting our confirmation after this candle. We got our evening star here. So now basically we have an entry on this particular trade on this particular key level. Like I said, it was at dawn yesterday. So now simply entry on the trading here, stop loss right on top of the range. So basically now this is our support because it is now our most recent low. So simply entry in here, we have our risk to reward in place. Then basically all that happens next is first candle drops, then he ended up dropping all the way down. So we ended up making, as you can clearly see, over 150 pips on this simple day trading technique with our trend line third touch. Then look at what happened right after. So right after it hit the take profits at the bottom here, we are targeting it to reach the trend line, but it didn't. So next candle just brought it back up. We realized that it respected the support. So what did it mean? It meant that now we are actually expecting buyers to also take place on this particular trade. That was the second trade I was actually talking about. So we are taking it back because the stop loss right at the bottom of the range. you are targeting the price all the way up here, or even this price is all up to you, but let's say you're targeting the price all the way up here. So look at what happens right after that. These are all simple techniques you can use to take trades and make money. So it runs through the trend line. Now you just come back and see what it does on the next day as well. So this is how I normally trade. I simply have all my strategies, I have all my tools in place. So you realize that this same trend line in here gave me a trade here, and there was also a fundamental in the afternoon. So yesterday there was actually a fundamental which literally what ended up causing that particular beautiful buy we had on gold. This fundamental clearly told us to expect what extreme weakness in the dollar. So once there was weakness in the dollar, look at the time at exactly to 12:30. So look at what happened on gold as well. The same thing happened. This buy we had on gold in the afternoon from 12:30 to 1 also what ended up what respecting the fundamental. Normally you should also be able to combine your fundamentals with your technicals to take your trade. So if you look here clearly, running down from the beginning to the end, what we've done in here, basically we open the charts, then we what place our key levels, resistance, support, trend lines, inner trend line, outer trend line, and then what the support trend line as well. Right after getting that, we also what ended up with getting a beautiful support in here. Then now the market would relax on a trend line at the third touch, gives us what this beautiful consolidation. Like I say, always the consolidation and the price action at the consolidation is very important. So once we got this entry in here, stop loss right on top of the range, drop into the support, you take your profits. Then what another what beautiful bullish trade right on the support. Confirmation bullish engulfing, entry, stop loss at the bottom of the range, it runs through, goes to your what? Your resistance. So currently this is where the market is trying to see if we can also find another trade. So this is how simple and straightforward. Like I said in the beginning, basically something like this should help you catch daily trades and then make money on a regular basis. However much you want to make sure you have enough capital to help you take the risk. If I want to make $1,000 in a day, it means that I should be able to risk at least $500 to be able to make that particular $1,000. It is just reasonable for me to be able to do that. I cannot have just $100 as a retail trader and then try to make $1,000 on it on a daily basis. You need to be realistic with your aspirations on the market. Like I said from the inception of this channel, I like to keep things really simple and then straightforward. A lot of people only pay attention when it's complicated and then difficult for them to understand. You don't need all of that. As long as it's very simple and it allows you to follow your risk management and also provides you with the ability to make money on it, pay attention to it and then take advantage of it to milk as much as you can from the market. You might think I used another secret to take this trade, but literally this is all I used to take the trade. If you followed me on all my social media platforms yesterday, I literally posted it when I was doing the markups. I posted a video when I was doing the markups on my Instagram stories, so you see clearly in real time how I took that trade and whatever principles I used in taking that particular trade. So make sure you follow me on all my platforms. If you find this video extremely helpful, and be to like this video, share with as many retail traders as possible. Also leave a comment whatever you feel you learned in this video. If there's any other concept you want me to tackle in any of my upcoming YouTube videos, feel free to share in the comment section. And also use the link in the description to join my trading community. Telegram is very important. We have subscribers from all walks of life, from all parts of the world: US, Canada, China, Australia, New Zealand, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Uganda, Togo, Cameroon, Senegal, every part of the globe. And I have quite a lot of requests from so many of my subscribers to actually provide them with an opportunity to learn directly under me, which is why I'm also announcing that our June edition of the advanced mentorship class will be happening next weekend on the 28th, 29th, and then the 30th of June. Learn every single concept I use, my risk management criteria, my trading entry and then exit criteria, all the trading techniques I use, breakout returns, every single thing you want to understand about the market, every single thing you've learned in all of my videos, all been put together into one, summarized to the minutest detail. And all of this goes for just $120. To be a part of this class, like I always say, use the link in the description to sign up and then reserve your slot. Like I said, it's happening at 4 p.m. GMT on 28th, 29th, and the 30th of June. So regardless of your geographical location, you also get to participate in this class. It doesn't really matter where you are located. As always, thank you very much for joining me in this one. Till next time, I'm Common Forex, and I hope I left you better than I found you. See you all in the next one. They call me a